chapter 9 and verse 9. It says, sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine.
Exactly, because hey, this so-called girls' night out, right? Which is also some bullshit, right? They're talking about these women when they go out, they are like, hey, buy a drink for me. But you know they got other men spending money on them when they're supposed to be at home. Girls' night out is basically an excuse, going back to the liberty that we were bringing out earlier, for them to go out and do folly. All right, for them to add another. Hey, when they get weary of the contacts that they have in their phone and they're not getting the attention that they need, they go out to seek more fresh fish, fresh contact, fresh hello, how you doing today? You know, the new excitement. All right, like you say, you know, you have to a care for the eyes of your daughters. You know, watch for these things. All right, you're not saying that you should be slow, but what we're saying is to think ahead, process. Hey, basically the scripture says, Solomon says there are three things that you have glorified in the Lord. Right now, think man, the love of brethren.
Yeah, this is Sirach 25 and verse 1. It says, in three things I was beautified and stood up beautiful before the Most High and men, the unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, and a man and a wife that agree together.
And a man and a wife that agree together. Imagine you sleeping with a woman and breathing in your face. You know, you making children with shit, and you still can't understand this woman and how she behave. You understand the wickedness and the wicked levels of things that she would do. You can't think ahead of what she's capable of doing. There is a man with slack eyes. Hey, but don't get me wrong, these women are very crafty. All wickedness is called right? But for you brothers, you understand, you need to be diligent in your watch. In this shooting, we are known as watchmen. Like it was when they all over there was passing out, hey, don't be a PC watchman. But hey, you're supposed to be watching on your women, or your woman. You're supposed to know about your financial coming in. You're supposed to know about your health. You're supposed to know about your well-being, these things.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
All right?
And spend not thy money with her at the wine.
Yeah, God. Question, right? Is anything free? Nothing ain't free.
So what you paying for?
Exactly. Even us in this truth, we paying attention. All right, that's how we learn. All right, we paying with time. You see? Say ain't nothing free. And once you're spending money, guess what? You will be looking for something in return.
Exactly.
Right.
All right? Ain't no man, all right, gonna sit down spending money behind a woman, you know, to spend money sick. You know, you're gonna be looking for something in return, and if she's the next man woman, you're already committing adultery. All right? And that's why the scripture say don't even entertain them.
Hey, and you wouldn't get away from this, though. You don't try to say, hey, because a lot of men know, hey, this woman looks so good. I'm going to try my best not to know if she's a man. This is the first thing you need to find out. You understand? You need to find out, because what we do push ourselves is to, hey, I hope you have a fail class, hopes and now, you understand? You need to find that out. Right? You need to, because these women nowadays, right, it's not even hard to even find out. These women you want to make, they tell you straight up, yeah. But in the head. You understand? There's some wickedness, all wickedness, but little wickedness to a woman. Right? And you could, there's even ways of finding out with even asking the question. You would know. Alright? Yeah. You got a present up?
It says, lest thine heart incline unto her, and through thy desire thou fall into destruction.
Because your heart will incline unto her. You know, just going back to the same analogy. You know, as you ain't spending your money for nothing.
See, come on, man. This shouldn't even talk about him. Look. Let me just get this right there for you.
See, because we as men here, most I met with big glory in a woman. And I just studying about sex. You say next man woman, you want to have sexual because what? So those are the laws and commandments set in order to say, hey, you can't have sex with the next man woman.
If it was never such a thought, we wouldn't have that.
Exactly, because the Most High set laws because no men stay. Most High set laws for trying to put you in order. You don't approach our next man woman because if it wasn't so, you would have a sex with the next man woman. So that we have laws keep you away. Because why? If these laws they start show you, do such, the Most High put it down there.
Now, Bishop, back up, we understand. This is Hosea chapter 3, reading verse 2. It says, so I bought her to me for 50 pieces of silver, and for a homer of barley, and for half the homer of barley. Come on. You see, this was even, he was using 50 pieces of silver, which is going back to money. You know, you spend your money on these women. And going back to barley, which is what today we wake up beer or alcohol. Right? You know, you sitting at a bar, you sipping on some, you know, she on a cocktail, you on your cocktail, you know, you having a so-called honest conversation. There's no such thing. Right? Here, Hosea say plainly what he basically bought this woman for. And this was an adulterous woman. Alright? This was a woman who literally was a harlot. So he basically was trying to buy her with these things to make her a woman unto him, that she no longer unto a harlot. I'm doing the harlot, the business of harlot. Alright? But the point is the different thing. Why would you, if you're not interested in the woman, why are you spending money on the woman who demands woman? Alright? You know very well that you're about to commit adultery. Alright? You know very well you're about to commit adultery. If this is not your woman and you was trying to do something innocent, why are you spending money on her? Okay? I know this business will bring down the second time.
Hey, Chris Rock, right? You stand-up comedy. He said it out. Men, we don't have female friends. We just have females who we haven't fucked yet.
Yeah. This actually, because I can tell you this straight. People who in my phone is not, like women who not in my phone, they're not family or not wife, they actually, but hey, I'm gonna say this too, some of them, they're actually clientele. But even the ones that you actually like ask for the number, you're like looking for something more in the future. You're looking for something to happen. Alright, that's the whole intention. You see, there's no such thing. There's a friend in the phone, or a friend here. There's no such thing. A man and a woman is supposed to be no friend. You see? Excuse me?
Man and woman supposed to be one. This Friday, put them together is now one.
Yeah, that's true. So basically, like the scripture says, right? With the twain shall become one.
Trust me, it's not one.
Like the scripture says, the twain shall become one. When a man goes into a woman, right? She become him. She become his possession. Right?
Nobody got that this much of one. Because we have to come to this part before. Because Europe come down the street. We're all brought from very loud. You know what? Here you see naturally. But you be last year, because the iron dark is on the head, much was doing. Much all. The iron arms just on the sea. Going after the lion in the jungle. He will not shoot the much animal. You know that this is the maid. Be comfortable with them. Yeah, watch it down here. Look at here, look at here. You see the belongs say? Belongs to where it come from.
So where is that? Where we come from?
You come from the same African region. Just you take a trip to Africa and you and get a few days. And you say that you want to come back to Africa. And you want to say them and you see yourself. Because there where you come from.
I'll show you where we come
There
from.
where you're supposed to
Jerusalem,
get to the same from.
Doesn't that true? We're not from Africa.
You even supposed to be talking to this man. I don't know. You're supposed to be talking for this man because this is you.
No, we didn't supposed to talk into none of these
None of
images.
them man just
Right? So this is
they wash
this is
you
the point.
and now today.
We are not from Africa. Africa was named after a Roman general that's called Leo Scipio Africanus, which was a white man.
I ain't don't know one.
So even to call ourselves Africans is the same as our last name that were beaten to us even in the past time. So we are not from Africa. So that makes null your point of looking into someone else and telling that they're from Africa.
No. When I mean Africa, right? I mean directly well, you go up in Africa, the word Africa and all them different words in there. In the original text of Father Moses, when them think, it wasn't them words. Yeah, even in a world, really, the language was handed to you.
But we need to explain the right thing. Just get
I
it.
got the brethren there, you come from knowledge from Africa. And evil.
Again.
And you show your evil, is the original word of Father Show. Evil.
That is correct.
Right? This Bible is from the book.
But that's not the African language. That's not the language of harm. But we're just going to make correct to show you exactly where it's from.
God. Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26. It said, but Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
So the correct pronunciation in Hebrew language is Yasharala.
Yasharala, I know them to get you. One accept you.
All right.
And I walk this one day, put a step here, I got to walk this one. And I take the follow. Look at something like this. That's all.
Get to 1 Corinthians chapter 3.
And wisdom. The road was red, and dark red. And the man tell me, why you go back to the Palestine? Why you go back to the war and find my people Israel? And I said, how are you going to fight them? He said, you don't worry how you're going to fight them. You're going to just talk to them, and they're going to know that I sent you to them. He said, that's about the guy in the Bible there. My sheep shall know my voice. Christ said, my sheep shall know my voice.
All right. Between this is the
Well, I tell you, no.
This is the thing. Hold on.
God was chosen as the descendants of the Israelites.
Okay, the scripture that you
You can
quote.
tell me, go back and find Israel. They said, go back and find. Nah, that's this guy. He said, go back. I will teach you the
Even in the dream that you had, right? You gotta be able to understand it because this is the question I'm going to ask you. The scripture that you quote. There's you and there's us here. Who is the voice and who is the sheep?
voice of the sheep.
According to that dream.
Yeah, but the voice that target to me right now is telling you all that you all are the chosen of Israel.
This is the wrong interpretation. According to the scripture, who is the voice?
He says sometimes you go walking and you must stop and find them. And they're going to know that there is a beast.
Get Ecclesiastes chapter 5 for me.
I tell you all now why you all chosen.
Alright? Because the scripture even says, oh, actually, the Father to the Son and the Son to the Father. What it's talking about? Even in this time, the scripture says, oh, thou hast gone so long in the earth. Because without this wisdom, without this understanding of scripture, is the young men. The scripture says, call you young men. So even as much as you age, the scripture says, so we respect the age. However, with the truth where it's concerned, we have to teach the elderly. Because even them themselves do not understand. Bring that thing
God, you say you have it.
Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes 5, and start at 1. It says, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give a sacrifice to a fool.
Where is the house of the Lord? The house of the Lord is scripture says. So let me get it. Let me get the house of the Lord. Get 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19 for me. Alright? Because the scripture says also, get the Acts chapter 7 and verse 48. Alright? Yeah, you get the Acts, bring this Acts ring to me. The Acts.
Acts chapter 7 and verse 48. Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
So the Most High do not dwell in temples made with hands in the churches.
Yeah.
So hold on.
Hold
on. There's the thing.
And you see any temple?
Hold on.
The temple is the whole world, yeah, Lord.
The temple is not, the word is actually, read down. Let me see what's the whole word is.
to them.
Hold on. Let me see the whole world is reading that.
Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands,
Go on.
as said the prophet.
What the prophet said, go on.
Heaven is my throne,
Heaven is the throne.
and earth is my footstool.
The earth is not the temple. The earth is a footstool to the Creator. So you need to hold on. Get the Ecclesiastes chapter 5 for me.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 5:1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High.
So you know, like when people say, when you have it, keep your cloven foot, or what was it? Hide your cloven foot, or pull in your cloven foot. You know. So you need to say, behave in a mannerly order. All right. You can't be just venting and not listening. We have one mouth and two ears for a reason. Bring this out.
And be more ready to hear
Be more ready to hear
than to give the sacrifice of fools.
Right, why it says the sacrifice of fools. We're going to get it. In the 1 Corinthians, huh? Back to the 1 Corinthians. You got to that? Chapter 3
Yeah.
and verse 19.
In 1 Corinthians 3 and verse 19 says, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with
We
the
live
Most
so
High.
long in this world without understanding scripture, so we can give sacrifice of fools that lead in this world. The foolish thoughts. You understand? So that's the sacrifice of fools. So keep we could be speaking things against the scripture we don't even know, because it's things in the word that fools who lead do not understand. The scripture starts out folly, setting great dignity. People get Ecclesiastes chapter 10. Somebody has got plenty of precepts over there.
The dignity of man is foolishness to God.
Bring your precept over.
In Job chapter 6 and verse 24, teach me, and I will hold my tongue, and cause me to understand where I have erred.
Exactly. So the reason for the dream I sent out to these Israelite men is to what? For basically the men that are actually out there, we are anointed to bring this word and to teach it. The reason you send it is to accept and receive it.
I know God, what is that telling you? And I can't hear you with God. But now they look at y'all, y'all are far more younger men than me, right? Because, let me tell you something I'm going to Christ take forward. He's after me by watching me, after me by my power.
Before you even go on to tell me about the children, the same scripture that we read it mentioned about the learning and the going down into the dreams. Let me see what it has to say about dreams.
Yeah, it says, for they consider not that the evil.
Because the sacrifice of fools, they consider that not evil speaking, because it does not line with the scripture. Go on.
It says, be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High.
Yeah.
For the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore, let thy words be few.
Let thy words be few. Go on.
For
Because what basically we not using our words. What we're doing is thus said, Lord, we reading the scripture. Our words very few. Go on.
it says, verse 3, for a dream cometh through the multitude of business.
The what?
For a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known by the multitude of words.
Exactly. The scripture says, how for a man become wise, he first have to become a fool. Alright? The reason why we start fool
It means that he
fool
has to
basically.
humble himself
No,
in the face of his brethren. And
No,
even though he
no.
might get a message,
no, does not.
so that he could hear the voice of the Father talking to his brethren.
No, that's not a fool. That's not a fool. But that's not a fool. And yes, the scripture said, open your thy mouth and judge rightly, and everything according to what you said. Like,
Somebody that is not inspired by God and knowledge. That's
knowledge and wisdom. Do you have the knowledge and wisdom? Do you have the knowledge and wisdom?
Right?
Isaiah chapter 20.
I get this. I up this morning. Right? What I'm saying is that I was guided.
Not everybody can understand it.
I was taking my guidance yesterday. You know, I'm stoned. This time I'm going to read Bible. That I can reach the experience that God brought me to. I had a woman there right yesterday when I came to the Bible. Because they are basically the food. And I was supposed to be shopping. I get to go to this class. Listen, I pick up the Bible and I decided to read to see what I could gather. And what I gathered that this morning I was told that I, when like how it's like that. The sickness is just a sickness that we know to the Spirit to use me, to bring me out, to find these people. You tell me, the Spirit tell me that.
Okay, but sick. Are you here to be healed?
Why I stop it?
Exactly. Well, this is the
So
question
I
now.
suddenly stop it.
If you admit that you're sick, are you ready to be healed?
That I would want you to stop.
Sick, are you ready to be healed?
I already healed because I pray for you this morning. I already healed. Why are you talking to me? I'm supposed to be sick and lay down and give this a bit.
Trust me.
I want to say it.
Talking very strong and drop dead. Men talk very strong and drop dead.
I don't want to think that I ain't going to drop dead. Because I was there so much time to wait. You don't know where you went for there.
No, there's a appointed time.
I still alive, I sent to one now. And I talk this child again, young man. I tell you, the Lord gives you spirit.
Still, wisdom is important.
And good things.
Wisdom is better than strength.
Even with youth, I was given that spirit.
Wisdom is better than strength.
Strength, man. You can't strength.
We're talking about any, you're speaking as strong as any young man.
Strength.
Wisdom is better than strength.
Why did he go down?
Because he had the
He was
wisdom.
trying to get
Wisdom is better than strength. The line
Why
of
did he go
pity.
down? Because he throw his
Trusted in his strength.
and left himself back.
Where is out?
And he go down with the aliens. You got the Bible guy right there for sure when
This is Job chapter 2, verse 9. Aged men are not always wise, neither. Aged men are not always wise.
Aged men are not always wise.
Yeah, but
Alright.
don't mean that.
Aged men are not always wise. Because as much as we giving out wisdom and advice from the scripture, thus says the Lord, in the book that He said He claims to believe, it says so, exactly. But it's not much listening from you. It's a lot of talking.
No. You want a big man like myself to want. But then they traverse. I know the churches and all this thing. I must just come here and listen to your young people. Lots of women wisdom they have.
This is the thing. If
I
you had
share
wanted
it
to
with
speak,
y'all.
if you had wanted to speak, right,
You talk
and
too
to share
much.
your wisdom,
Your
if
spirit
you had
is-
wanted to
your
speak
spirit is
and
willing
speak, you
to
should have
do
come
the
out
will
on the
of God.
street.
But
But you
are
come up
talking
here on
too
the
quick.
platform.
You're not listening to
You
me.
came up here to this platform to
No, you're
actually
not
speak.
listening to me. You keep blah, 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 blah. You have to listen.
Hey, we going with thus said the Lord. It didn't say listen to the people. It
So-
says warn the people. Let me get
You're not
it.
listening to you.
Ezekiel chapter
You know that I
18.
listen to you. Because I see the picture, I see that it's of that.
No, you walking up against this word.
As I talk it to you. You talk in English, and I talk in English. You can talk in another language with that. But you will compare me as an individual that come here. How you know God is
First
saying
thing you
this?
come here, you speak in
Listen to me. How much people pass your stuff? Now that one come, you see me as somebody just want to talk.
We're not supposed to bound against it, but we
No,
speak. We
man,
were commanded
it's
to
from
speak
God.
onto the air. The
You
wind.
using language.
We were commanded to
It's
speak onto the
condemning.
wind.
I want you to listen.
No, not because you come here. You need to listen. You came up to a platform
Why are you using
You
those
came up
English
to a
words that is pissing you
because
off?
it's using. It's a war is the language to
You
use.
don't want strong, what you going to take when you got stick to the Lord?
Anyway, we break the scripture.
Yeah, this is Ezekiel.
Is it listen or don't?
Tell you,
Tree.
so why you gotta tell you?
I don't know. It must be
You
wasting the
quote it from
time.
the scripture and I hear this.
Yeah, Ezekiel chapter 3,
You
verse
You got some way
You
to
got
go.
to listen.
You got some
You
way
have
to
to
go.
listen.
We already
Bring it out.
talked
This man
Yeah.
doesn't establish precept.
Ezekiel 3 verse 18, it says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest
So
him
what we
not
out here
warning.
basically doing is giving the wicked warning. The people that have not known the truth and they continue their wicked behavior, the custom of this world. If we said thou wicked, thou shalt not do this, go on.
Nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way.
If we do not speak to warn the wicked of their wicked way, because that's what we out here to do, to speak to the wicked, not to listen to the wicked. Go on.
That's why you
Yeah, to save his life. The
If they
same,
come fit,
The scripture
if they
said
come
none
fit, yeah,
is
we were talking
perfect.
about you. Go on.
it says, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity because he had never allowed his ear to accept the
Hello.
word. Go on.
I
Yeah,
don't do nothing.
but his blood will I require at thine hand.
Exactly, because why we out here talking to you is because we getting your blood out of our hand. We gotta give you the warning. Go on.
These men, they see more calm with it.
We all in the same spirit. But you gotta understand.
Yeah, my God,
Right?
you need help.
Don't even give me the. We got another precept. Bring it out.
There's Sirach chapter 25, verse 3. If thou hast gathered nothing in thy youth, how can thou find anything?
If thou hast not find anything in your youth, how you gonna find
in
anything now?
in thy age.
If you have not found anything in your youth, how can you find anything in your age? You waste your younger days because you better read the scripture. He's something wrong with it. Bring down the gear.
He got a problem.
Yes.
Bring down the gear.
Sirach chapter 25 verse 3. If thou hast gathered nothing in thy youth, how can thou find anything in thy age?
Exactly. If you have not found anything in your youth, how come you find anything in your age? You understand? Hey, basically what we have to do is just reading the scripture. This man literally agreed with her, and there's something wrong with that for bringing out the precepts. Yeah?
And you would always find out, somebody, there's the
It's all presumptuous.
the wicked trying to sow some sort of discord, all right, some sort of segregation that, this brother, he doing something nice that I like, and this brother wrong. Hey, no, we all in the same spirit.
God.
You see? But he didn't come up here to listen. He come up here
This is
to teach.
Number one, you start out from being from North Africa.
That's right.
And then he waited, and then the old people, them old military banoga, this way of reading your lips or your last word just to make it sound like they say the same thing. Yasharahla, yes. Like what the hell? This shooting, give us memories of so many years and generations. We born the other day, bro.
Where's the scripture, sir?
So we come in with Yasharahla is unknown to these men in this world. Yes, they know it's Yasharahla. Come on, man.
Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 4 and 16.
Yeah.
Say, wisdom is not the gray hair of a man's head.
Is that how it there's one that wanted wisdom. Fight. We can get on precept.
It is Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 19. O Yahawah, my strength and my force and my refuge is in the day of affliction. For the Gentile shall come unto thee from the end of the earth, and shall say, surely our Father of inherent life, vanity and things where there is no profit. So by either age man, he believe we supposed to listen that we get. But you don't understand, hey, the young man now going up with wisdom, so teach them because why they have no wisdom. Guys, it's going to show you great man are not all white. The age man understand judgment.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 2. For I determined not to know anything amongst you, save Yahawashi Mashiach and him crucified. Right? So we are not here to learn anything from anyone because they're full with the garbage of this world. Right? The wisdom of this world is foolishness.
And it's funny that everybody want to teach.
Yeah.
When there's a platform built, nobody going out and build the platform and teach it. He had dream that he's supposed to do this and do that. We ain't doing that with the dream. But now that you see a couple of young men teaching, he come up and try to own a platform. You see?
There's one that wants to understand it.
Yeah, quick one. Wisdom of Solomon 4 and verse 8, it says, for honorable age is not that which standeth in length of time, nor that is measured by the number of years, but wisdom is the gray hair unto men, and an unspotted life is old age. Right? Because it's not about, I'm 71 years old. Alright? I just remember the scripture said that 10 years is given to men. And he talking about, how much time he was supposed to die and this and that, but you don't know what the Most High God is so for you. You see? Going back to the precept.
Your friend was just passing, Lord man. Where was me, Lord? when I was me alone on Main Street, he used to come and cuss out and tell me come off you and so on and so on. And most of it run mad.
Let's know that every one of these men that come and represent themselves, but there's out there concealing themselves. Because they either come for salvation or damnation or destruction. Alright? And the Most High might put you in an illusional state until the day of destruction. Right. The last thing you remember is the prophet talking to you. When you left there, you mad. And then when you regain your senses, is when you see missiles coming or you're dead. How messed up is that? The Most High is a fearful thing to fall in the hand of the living power. Alright? You got it? Yeah?
Read Sirach 5:28 about Kusha. 5:28. Sirach 5:28. 8.
Okay. This is Sirach 42:8. Say, be not ashamed to inform the unwise and foolish,
One.
and the extreme age that contented with those that are young. Thus shalt thou be truly learned and approved of all men living.
Yeah, can. Right? We have to tell you it is like it is because, the precept, the Most High left the precept there for a reason. Right? Yeah, go ahead.
Precept. This is Sirach 16, reading verse 23. It says, he that wanteth understanding will think upon vain things, and a foolish man erring imagineth follies. So all this dream you had and these things, as much as the dream come on, the dream you were sent on to these men, but you thinking that you were the one sent on to preach to these men. Alright? There was no cause given in your mouth or anything to give in your speech to come and give the word to these men, but you were here to hear. You were sent with your ears, but he pick up what he mouth.
And it's always funny, right? When you're going into the scriptures and you're bringing out the scriptures, these men would turn and say, hey, you see this Bible? You see this Bible that y'all reading? Y'all got to be very careful with it. And it's trying to say that, hey, the experience and the years and this, however they see, is more valuable than the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Yeah.